Welcome here to another episode of World Endurance Championship. No, welcome here to another episode of the Pitboard discussions. But this is a World Endurance Championship recording. Yeah? So for those joining us for the first time, we're the Pitboard discussions. My name is Ace, the Troubleman himself. To my left, I'm here with Mushiri, the Statman himself. And to my right...
Troublesome.
No, he is the less troublesome Dan. He is him.
Oh, I'm him.
No.
Moving on swiftly, tafadhali, please.
Okay, you can take that. So, it's been a minute since we last released a WEC episode. And, some guys have been like, hey, are you still doing the WEC thing? Or did you guys just... Was it a one-off thing? And no, it wasn't a one-off thing. We'll be spontaneously dropping WEC episodes here and there. Because, we're the Pitboard and motorsports is in our DNA. We live and breathe motorsports. We just love motorsports. Like, you cut this guy right now, he's oozing tarmac.
Asphalt.
And asphalt.
Gravel.
He doesn't have blood. he eats gravel for breakfast. Doesn't eat cornflakes and the cereals.
Yeah,
gravel.
baby.
Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. So, WEC, a lot of interesting happenings in the World of Endurance Championship. And I don't know where to begin. We had Imola, 6 hours of Imola. And we also had the 6 hours of Spa. Arguably the best motorsport track on earth for me, personally. I just love Spa for some reason.
I know you do.
Yeah, for some fucking reason, I just love it. And interesting things happened, but Spa, it wasn't even 6 hours. It was actually 7 hours because there was a nasty incident that happened. And it took close to an hour for them to clear the track and get everything back. And the accident involved, was it a Cadillac and a BMW? It was a hypercar and an LMGT3 car. And it was an audacious, that guy was actually trying to look for space where there wasn't space-ish. Yeah. I mean, that's subjective because...
No, there was no space. There was no space.
That's
what did the great man say?
Senna.
Yeah.
If you no longer, but there was no space.
Listen, there
That
was
is what he
space.
said.
There was no space.
That is what he said.
The moment he said...
Senna said there was no space.
No. No, he said the moment you stop...
I'm kidding.
The moment you stop going for a gap
yeah.
is the moment you stop being a racer.
Yeah.
But look, from the replays, I don't know what replays you guys saw, but from the replays I saw the space. I saw the space.
The space... Okay, the space was there, but it wasn't enough.
But hey, he was reaching. He was actually
he was reaching.
He was reaching.
It was
a situation there, but he was like...
It was a pedal to the floor kind of move.
He was like, I'm not
Like,
yielding.
this is my opportunity.
I am not
like-
yielding.
I don't know if you, like, when you're racing, when you know, like, I'm not lifting off no matter what. I'm not lifting. Because, you know, if you lift, you're not getting
It goes.
That's how it's supposed to
Kaende.
be. That's racing. That's racing. I was watching.
But
it's really interesting
he
watching.
didn't finish. You see?
He didn't finish at the end of the day.
I mean, listen, it's always you win some, you lose some. It's always this is how it is in racing. It's always listen.
The
If you
Cadillac.
decide to take a risk, you weigh your options.
But the Cadillac had pace the entire weekend. I don't know why he just decided to make that bold move. Again, you make you play silly games, you win.
You see the prizes. So at the end of the day, don't be too harsh on the guy. The guy is a racer at the end of the day.
He is, yeah.
And he was like, look, you know what? I'm going to go for this space. I'm just going to go for it. What's the worst that can happen? An hour-long stop and your race ending.
But
That's the worst.
you know what you usually say?
No, that's not the worst. The worst is you living there without your life. But hey, we are glad he's okay. At the end of the day, we are glad he's okay. Remember, motorsport is a very dangerous sport.
Yeah.
So we're glad he's okay. But you're
what-
saying there's no space? I believe there's space.
Okay, what we usually say,
there was a space.
you have to know who you are racing. There are some people, even if there's space, they are going to close it. There are some people will yield.
Umesema tujue mnyonge wake.
Yeah.
Kila mtu ajue mnyonge wake.
He miscalculated that space. Yeah. Yes, his nose made it through, but the Porsche, which he was overtaking, wasn't going that fast. So remember, he first clipped the Porsche.
The LMGT.
The hypercar that he was overtaking. Because he was overtaking two cars.
Yeah.
there was the Porsche that was on the left. There was the Team WRT BMW, the LMGT3 car on the right. And he was going in the middle. He was going for it. Yeah? So when he was making that overtake, he was just about to complete the overtake on the first car, which was the LMGT3, the BMW on the right. But the hypercar in front wasn't going that fast.
Yeah.
So he first clipped the Porsche, and then the BMW slammed into him.
He was saying, I'm not lifting no matter what.
Yes.
I'm not lifting.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be sometimes. You just...
Otherwise it was going to be a delicious overtake.
Hey, he came hot. He was very fast.
Okay, so the weekend ended and we saw Porsche winning the hypercar category. And
Safety car red flag win.
yeah, but they didn't start at pole position though. So a certain team in red, the Ferrari started in pole position, but there was
No, you did not start the race on Sunday from pole position.
okay. They actually did get the hyper pole.
They did not. They were
Ferrari got
disqualified.
Ferrari got the pole.
Brother, if
But
you have
if
if you have an illegal
let
car,
me finish.
if you have an illegal
Let me
car,
finish,
there's
man.
nothing like you took pole. No,
me finish, listen.
no.
Listen. Hold up. So this guy, that guy had been fast the whole weekend. He had been looking fast.
Fuoco.
Yeah, he had been looking fast. I don't know if it's Fuoco or Fuoco.
Fuoco.
I'm not really sure on that.
That guy is bad news.
Yeah, he is. He's been on form, if I can call that.
Yep.
He's been on form, and they got pole position, but the stewards deemed the car illegal. It didn't meet minimum weight requirements. It was a weight issue. I mean, listen, weight.
It was underweight by a kilo.
Weight is an issue.
Oh.
Weight is an issue in WEC. They were like, hey.
Bro, what do you mean in work?
I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm joking. You didn't even get the joke, but
Proceed.
it's okay.
Okay.
What's going on?
No, proceed.
Either it wasn't a joke or it's not funny.
No, let him finish. Let him land. Let him land.
You guys are on my case.
Let him land with his P19.
Listen. Yeah, we started at the back. But hey, I mean, a few laps in, this guy was already...
Brother.
A few laps in.
Bro, those Ferraris.
A few laps in, this guy was already, I think, five places up.
But I didn't see the part that I watched.
What
After
part
the
did you
safety
watch?
car.
You didn't watch the whole 6 hours?
No, I didn't watch the whole thing.
You're
After the
supposed to watch
safety.
the whole 6 hours.
Hey, bro. When is this a scolding?
Oh. No, I'm trying to bring him back to last year. You remember when last year we were deciding to watch Le Mans, and we were like, we have to watch the whole 24 hours, and we were
See,
like,
it was on a Saturday.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was on a Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
The part that I watched,
Yeah.
the Ferraris didn't seem that quick
Okay,
after the safety car.
They were still quick.
those okay.
But the starting stages,
Yeah.
oh my God.
That guy was up in was up 5 places in I don't know 3-4 laps. It was up 5 places.
That number 50, I think it was again underweight.
Still illegal.
Yeah, it wasn't illegal.
Yeah, that guy was
But
cutting
yeah,
through.
he was looking fast, and it begs the question: the Ferraris have been fast, but they have. Do I call it mistakes? Do I call it bad luck? Because this happened in Spa. They also missed out in Imola. Just at the dying stages of the race, they messed up and things went south. And over ambition on their part, maybe.
Imola? I think Imola it was... I think there was some 3D chess that was being played by Toyota.
Yeah, you could argue that.
Yeah. Because if I remember what happened at Imola, and this is like a month ago or something.
Yeah.
So Toyota, the number 7 Toyota, I think it's the leading Toyota, the number 7 Toyota. Yes. It was the one that was leading the race on the last few hours. I think the last 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
And Toyota and Ferrari were on different strategies.
Yeah.
So Toyota were on the more conservative strategy. You know what? We won't pit for new tires or to add more fuel. We're just going to save fuel to make sure that we maintain track position.
Yeah.
To make sure that by the time the clock is going down, anyone who's going to pit, they'll have to either add more fuel so that they try and catch up to us. But us, we're just going to have an efficient race up to the end. So Ferrari, who are the guys who are now chasing Toyota, and they were the guys who are quickest that weekend. Ferrari were like, you know what? these Toyota guys, they have to pit. They have to come back and add some fuel. So there was a point in time where the Toyota's race engineer was like, yo, just try lift and coast. Just try and save fuel. Don't be aggressive. So Toyota at that time were P1. And Ferrari behind were dead sure that these guys have to pit. So the moment Toyota pits, they give track position to Ferrari. So what Toyota did, I remember there was a scene where De Vries, it's like De Vries was told, you're the one who's going to do the last stint. So you could see De Vries coming out of his jacket. Ready, and Ferrari were dead sure that these guys are pitting. Oh.
Yeah.
Toyota didn't pit.
That's what I'm trying to say. Kind of ambition.
I thought the data is available. The fuel levels are available for everybody to see.
Yes, it's available. But when you have fuel that... Okay. So in WEC, you can either win the race by being aggressive or by being conservative. Toyota has been known to be very conservative. They're the guys who you wouldn't see them setting the fastest laps. But at the end of the 6 hours or the 8 hours or the 12 or the 24 hours, you see Toyota somewhere there in the picture. That has always been Toyota's strength in the past.
So pitting less.
Yes.
Less time.
Pitting less, and also actually not even pitting less, because they usually end up doing the same number of pit stops. But it's about the number of seconds or the amount of time you spend in your pits. Either changing all your 4 tires, changing 2 tires, or not changing tires at all. Either fueling. Also, the amount of fuel in your neck, it also prolongs or shortens your pit stop time.
I noticed they're not changing tires and fueling at the same time.
No, they don't do that.
They change the tires first and then they fuel.
They fuel first.
Or they fuel first and then change tires.
Yeah, then they do the tires.
It's in the regulation.
Yes, it's in the regs.
Huh?
So that's how Toyota won. Ferrari were dead sure that these guys are going to pit.
That's what I'm saying, of ambition to some degree. They were like, hey, we're going to go this way because we know these guys are going to do this way.
Yeah. But if we had 3 more laps,
I mean,
Ferrari would have won that race.
Because
it was down to the wire. As in, that Toyota, it was actually running on fumes. I'm being honest.
Bro, it is true.
It was on fumes.
It is true. It was a gamble they made, and it actually paid off for them. It maximum points for them. So, hey, cheers to De Vries and the team and the guys working there and things like that. But from all this chaos, there's one team that has actually been standing tall and actually getting points that it needs in the championship currently. I don't know if they're championship leaders currently, but I believe they are.
Who that?
Porsche.
Yeah.
Porsche have actually been there to collect the pieces.
Yeah.
The guys are actually
they lead the championship.
Guys are playing around.
Oh, they're the ones leading the championship.
They're leading the championship. And I think this weekend they actually won on both categories, the Hypercar and the LMGT3. Now, in Imola, they didn't win, but they were, I think, P2 and P3.
No, P2 was Ferrari.
Imola. Yeah. Because the LMGT3 car was owned by BMW. Yes. It was owned by an M4. It was owned by an M4, yeah.
No, it was owned by a Porsche.
No, it was owned by an M4.
Huh? Why?
It was a BMW.
But there was a Porsche that was in the podium. Remember, there's a guy called Sean who was celebrating.
Maybe. I'm not really sure on that. But I do...
Also, the BMW was in the podium.
Yeah, the BMW. But the BMW won because I remember making the edits for that video.
Just confirm. Yeah. Okay.
I remember making the edits for that video and the picture was actually...
Yeah, but
it was a BMW.
Yeah.
And a Porsche.
Yeah. I think Porsche...
2 BMWs and 1 Porsche.
Yeah. I think Porsches are winning in the hypercar, or they're leading the championship because they have the most cars on the grid, to be honest.
Hey, it's arguable.
They have 5 cars.
It's arguable. It's arguable.
Well, when you have a team like Isotta, Francini, you only have 1 car. Come on, man. Make it fair, man.
I saw a Mustang.
Yeah,
there's a Mustang.
There is a Mustang somewhere in there.
But the Porsches this year, to be honest, I think they're going to win this championship.
The hypercar.
Yes, I'm throwing shade. Yes, they have the most entries, but that car is quick.
I think Porsche, part of the things that are actually working for Porsche are some of their strategy calls and the calls they're making in race and how they're organizing themselves as a team, because these guys are always there to capitalize on the mistakes of others and they're getting maximum points when it matters. They're getting that consistent P2. They're getting that. I know it's just 3 races in, but they're on the consistent podium. I mean, the Ferrari might be fast today. the Toyota might get the win today due to some unforeseen circumstances. I don't call them luck, but due to them believing in themselves and things like that. But the Porsche, they are expected to get a lot of points. So they make sure they go into that weekend getting the most they can get from that weekend. And I think that will actually, I have to agree with you on that. And I think the next race is Spa.
No,
24 hours.
24 hours of Le Mans. It's the jewel on the
Not
crown.
Spa, Le Mans. I mean, I'm sorry, not Spa.
Yeah.
Le Mans.
And they're coming with, I think,
You know, it's
6
double
cars.
points when you go there.
Porsche.
It's
coming.
double points.
They're coming with 6 cars, my friend.
They've decided.
There are more points in Le Mans than other.
Yeah.
Is it because it's 24 hours? Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the
It's
6
the
hours.
only 24 hours.
Yes.
Is it?
So
Is it? It's only 24 hours.
Yep.
kuna 12 hours pia.
Yeah.
No,
There is
definitely.
6, 8, 10, and 24. There used to be a 12 hours race.
Is there are they racing in Asia? WEC.
Japan.
Japan.
Are they in
say
Japan?
Japan. Can you say Japan is in Asia, right?
Yeah.
Fuji, baby.
Okay, so quickly as we wrap this up, Formula E also happened. They were racing in Berlin, Germany. I don't know if you guys are keeping tabs on Formula E, but I just thought I'd give them a shout out on the pod and see what's going on, because hey, I know a few people who are interested in Formula E, so we'll just bring it in. So a certain Da Costa won Formula E when they raced over this past weekend in Berlin. That was round 10, I believe. And I'm like, round 10? How many races have they raced? And I'm like, I haven't watched any Formula E races. And I'm like, they're already in round 10. I mean, that's
They
crazy.
start in December.
I know, but still, round 10 is, hey, that's fine enough. But yeah, Da Costa won, and that's it for today's WEC episode. And really interesting one, fellas. Really interesting one. Before we go, have you guys seen the prototype car? The concept car from Alpine?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen it?
What they have released? What they released?
Yeah, it's
Like the photos. The photo.
yeah, it's a hydrogen combustion car.
Wait.
Yeah,
There's another one. There's a white one which I saw.
let me
Doing
show you
rounds-
the
doing
image.
rounds at Spa.
While I know.
It's called the H24 or something.
Now, what's the name of this car? It actually has a really interesting name, by the way. The Alpine. It's called Alpenglow Hi4.
That looks nice.
It actually looks nice, and this is a really interesting car. And
So is it as in the prototype, or is it like a fast version of the car doing rounds?
nah, I don't think they have actually released it officially. People haven't even seen it. Has anybody seen it?
Yeah.
They just released the photos.
Just the
Just
photos.
the photos. We haven't seen it, but
But-
hey.
But in addition to that, there was also another car doing rounds at Spa.
Mm.
I think it's called the H24. It's a collaboration between two organizations.
I mean, part of the reasons why we love WEC is they get to showcase some of these cars, and we get to see this. I think the only car now we are waiting on is the RB17 from Red Bull and Nui. It's a hypercar. Yeah. Do you think it will actually make an appearance in one of the competitions this year?
This year.
Yes. No.
I don't know. But work, I don't think, because
Don't
it
think so.
doesn't fit between. It's not a work hypercar.
Mm.
It's also not it's obviously not a GT3
Yeah, definitely.
car. So maybe unless there's another racing series somewhere where hypercars fight it out, from the Zondas to
Quick one. I've just checked my Twitter feed, and I've seen something to do with Sebastian Vettel. He's still being taunted to appear at Le Mans.
he actually could make that appearance.
Yeah. So
Under Porsche.
under Porsche.
So there's a listing that was already a provisional listing of drivers. Let me see. Vettel. I told you Porsche turning up with
Did
6
Jenson
cars.
drive in Spa?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Porsche.
but their car was totaled the first few laps.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Seb's name here.
Look at the German flag. Yeah, he's not there, but who knows? I'm just saying there are reports that he could make an appearance.
Yes, but there's a reserve car from the Proton competition team, and it's a Porsche 963. So they only have one driver who has been confirmed, and driver number 2 and driver number 3 to be confirmed. So there's a
There
possibility.
is a possibility.
Yeah. Brother. Oh,
yeah.
Wait, hey, bro. Guys, please don't miss the 24 hours.
Hey,
It's 24 hours, man.
We're watching. Hey, come on.
Bro,
hold us to it. Make sure you hold us to it.
We're talking about 186 drivers in total. We're talking about 23 hypercars.
It's
listen.
like what time does it start?
When you have
Local
to back
time
to-
At dusk.
No, in the evening.
no, it's not even about local time.
Johnny, late afternoon.
Let's put it like this: 24 hours of Le Mans is a racing spectacle, and as racing fans, we have to at least watch it once in our lifetime, completely, like a full 24 hours, at least once. I mean, you can sneak a nap in
Stuff.
in between there, a nap or two,
Stuff.
some power naps.
Especially at night.
Do you really know? Oh, but there you can tell by the lights.
Yeah, you
Which
can
car it is at night.
Sometimes
it's
you can.
hard. It's hard.
Sometimes you can.
It's hard.
From the rear end, you
Because
can.
Le Mans, it's not well lit. There's some areas where it's not well lit. When you
Facts.
get to the public,
But are you trying to tell me when an Alpine passes, you won't know it's an Alpine, especially the shape of their lights? The tail lights.
Bro, at night, no, you can't.
You can. The shape
It's
of the
hard.
tail lights is
It's hard
actually
to
an
tell.
But I gotta give it to you.
hard to
There
tell.
are places which aren't really well lit.
Yes.
And from the front, I know you can't.
Yes, from the front you can't. Yeah, from the
From the
rear
front, you can't.
Yeah. So hey, we have to hype the 24 hours of Le Mans.
Hey, we'll be here. I'll be here tweeting.
We're talking
24
about
hours.
186 drivers, man.
We'll be here,
We're
man.
talking about 23 hypercars.
We'll be here, man.
We're talking about 23 LMGT3 cars, bro.
Keep going.
And we are talking about the return of the LMP2
Keep going.
cars onto the grid. 16 cars, man.
So the LMP2
Keep
are
going.
returning for that race only.
Specifically, yes.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is, and that has been our episode for today. If you liked it, please like, share, subscribe, leave a like, share with your friends. If you want to join our group, reach out to us, join our WhatsApp group, and we let you in. We discuss Formula One, things like that, and catch you on the next one, guys. So cheers. Peace.